for staying tuned. 6:16 a.m. right here. Time to see what the headlines are saying this morning. Please note these headlines are only read as published according to the guidelines of these various media outlets and have got nothing to do with Nigeria Info. So ensure that in your reactions you read every detail contained in the body of the headline and you are reacting accordingly.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
This morning we have the following platforms to go through with you. The Nigerian Tribune, The Nation, The Guardian, The Leadership, and The Punch. Let's get things started with the Nigerian Tribune. Right here. Lagos Airport fire. 6 injured, 14 trapped persons rescued. The riders right here. Inferno started from server room, according to FAN. Airspace temporarily closed. Airport reopens. Gencos cry out, lament 6.2 trillion naira debt. We will establish state police. Tinubu reaffirms, says Nigeria out of woods. Bandits killed 10 in Plateau. Bauchi villagers flee to Gombe. Adamawa, GOC escapes, ambush in Kebbi. Troops kill 5, recover arms. Odigi Oyegun, Ovie, in power tussle over Edo South ADC leadership. Operators of Plateau mining site were released after a left office. Mine also reopened. Fayemi, ex-minister of solid minerals. XL Rafai files 1 billion naira suits against ICPC. Others alleges unlawful invasion of residents. Lead exposure. Ogun screens 500 Ojigo residents. Executive Order 9 aligned with the Constitution doesn't amend PIA DG Budget Office. All this and more on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. Our next up this morning is The Nation. State police can't wait, Tinubu tells governors. 6 injured, flights diverted as fire guards MMIA terminal. Suspicious price movements raise the alarm at stock market. Where should suspected coup plotters be tried is the question on the front page of The Nation. Our politics and elite greed. CBN mops up dollars to slow down naira appreciation. Cleric Lords Makinde's projects at church program. Aspirants seek Tinubu's help in refund of nomination fees. Wike voids 485 Abuja line titles after failed verification. All this and more on The Nation today. And next up right here is The Guardian. On the front page of The Guardian, election campaign spending to stress test CBN's Naira inflation grip. Flights diverted. Lagos airspace temporarily shut over MMIA terminal Inferno. Executive Order 9 enforces existing constitutional provisions, says federal government. Peace Committee wary of vote buying, violence in Ekiti polls. Amnesty demands end to killings, accountability as death toll rises. Futility of building $1 trillion GDP on hostile economy. U.S. Treasury official in Abuja as federal government sources bicker over ransom payment. Abakuba Lords, Tinubu's executive order says it'll aid fiscal sovereignty. 40% lack access to indigenous language education globally. Enugu fixes 150 million naira mandatory advert permit for 2026-2027 elections. Sit at home. Soludo shuts another market in Nnewi. All this and more on the front page of The Guardian. Looking at the leadership right here, state's debt hits 4.002 trillion naira as Lagos accounts for 26%. 83-year-old arraigned over alleged land grabbing. North Central youths congratulate Faleke on renewed hope appointment. Propaganda, blackmail, make honest service difficult, says Dixon. Restrictions. Nigerian students with F1, J1 visas not affected, says U.S. Embassy. NAPTIP, UK intensify efforts against human trafficking, amplify survivors' voices. Plateau youths block highway over killing of community members. New Electoral Act, APC governors grumble over scrapping of indirect primaries. Plateau tragedy. NOA Mons 35 minus calls for strict safety compliance. FCT polls. ADCMA candidate rejects result, alleges massive irregularities. 2027, APC forecloses purchase of farms for Tinubu as Kogi youths donate 100 million naira. Governor Yusuf's defection to APC painful. Kwankwaso. All this and more on leadership today. And our final stop right here is The Punch. Oil revenue roll. Presidency defends Tinubu as legal titan splits over executive order. FCT polls. ADC candidates obedience reject results. Lagos International Airport inferno grounds passengers sparks travel chaos. Truck crushes LASMA officer, 2 motorcyclists to death. Convention. APC may settle for Yilwasta, Bashiru. Lagos communities face payment checks for waste disposal. Awujale. Ruling House seeks Tinubu's intervention in selection. Family faults police silence over son's disappearance 15 months after arrest. All this and more on the front page of The Punch.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
you for joining. Good morning, Jeffton Marcus from SCC Jabi. Habib Keely Bubo, who is in Akwanga local government, the Anichta village. Okay, that's cool. We also have John, who's watching from Airport Road. Thank you for the compliment. And Christopher Morrison, who is live in Banex right now. Thank you for joining the live. We're streaming on Facebook and YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there right now to watch us live and join the conversation. Good morning, Leah Kubu and Anthony Emenogu. Good to see you as well on the live this morning. 0700 951 0000 08095974869 08099930137. These are the numbers for you to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp line 08099930137. Please, once you get through, move away from your listening device so we can hear you clearly. Give your name, your location, and kindly go straight to the point that you want to make. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. This is my name. I greet Nigerians. L5 fired 1 billion naira suit against the ICP. I think to me, he did a very big mistake. If we compare it to 100 billion, so that he get printing money now. Yes. FCT election last Saturday. To me, it's not a surprise to me because where you have somebody like Yesong as a controller general, as the FCT minister, you come and he's not the type of person you push around. Yes. People know the type of person. That's why he brought him to be a minister of FCT. You can't push him. You can't push him. The worst mistake that the PDP did is during the 2023 primary. They are pushing him. That's why he's going to fight them to the last.
All right.
If we trying that they are going to do anyhow with UK and everything. I know that's the election. That's how it's supposed to be.
All right.
It's not surprise to me. Thank you. Have a nice celebration.
Have a good day as well, sir. Thank you for sharing. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir.
My name is Ajola Victor from Visalagi.
Go ahead.
Our peace committee, I want to talk on peace committee campaign against the vote buying ahead of Ekiti poll. You see, politicians will continue to give out money and some electorates will continue to collect. But I know principled electorates will reject such ridiculous amounts from politicians. But politicians should also help the system. If you are popular, you don't need to give out money. But because you are not popular, people have rejected many of them. That is why we now use money. And I will continue to advise electorates, when you sell your birthright, don't expect any dividends from democracy from politicians. They believe that 2,000, 500,000 is your dividend for democracy for 4 years. So be wise. Be wise. You should deliver yourself from the shackle of poverty. If not so, politicians will continue. And those arrested in Abuja, at the end of the day, they will be released because they have godfathers. So it's the big political parties. They are messing up the political system. So electorates, be wise and stop selling your birthright. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. One of the major reasons given for the continuous vote buy-in situation that we see play out during the elections, even though one time too many, we've seen and heard INEC go into collaboration with the AFCC, the ICPC, the security agencies, just to ensure that you're able to curb vote buying. And we've also had instances of these persons being arrested. It is the slow prosecution and how things just die down eventually. You know, after a few headlines have been made or statements have been made, there is no follow through to the very end of these persons to serve as a deterrent to others. So it goes to show It's an overwhelming situation most times, and there is sort of encouragement for it to continue. And when citizens are blamed for those who are, being paid to vote for a certain party or not, then the concern says, who has been punished in all the time that this concern has been raised? And how can we curb vote buying? How can we ensure that those who encourage it are made ashamed of and made an example of, to prevent the menace from continuing? Let's get to the WhatsApp platform and run through some of the voice notes and the messages which you have sent in this morning. Don't forget to move away from your listening device when you record that voice note. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Nigeria Info. Good morning, Itodo. Good morning, listeners and contributors of this great family. I greet Mrs. Omeza, Jimmy, Odeni, Uncle, Salasi, and others that I cannot mention. This is Evangelist Polycarp recording this voice note from Garki, Abuja. Bandits kill people in Plateau State. Some flee from Bauchi State to Gombe State. This insecurity in this country, when are we going to see the end of this? When will this thing at least we'll wake up a day and we'll not hear anything about killing? I'm worried about killings in this country because this thing affected me in 2014. My house was burned, my brothers, my sisters, and others were killed. So that is why I always talk about this. Government should do something about this. May God help us. May God help Nigeria Info. Thank you.
Hello, Itodo. Good morning. This is Tunji sending this voice note here in Otako this morning. Jeminu, good morning. Awaka TW, good morning. Salasi, good morning. And every caller and every tester, good morning. Itodo, paper review that I want to talk about this morning, the one that is say Tunungu says state police must come to stay. And now, because all the governors now are in APC, so now the state police will come so that they will use the state police to win vote for him. And the second one, Soludo, you should be stopped doing what they're asked you to do. Don't go and cause problem in the state. How can you be closing market? How can you be closing market? Please trade with caution. Don't allow people in government to push you and later you will regret. Todo, it is well, though.
Good morning, Sir Itodo. My name is Sabila, sending in this voice note from Central Area. Nice to hear from you after a long, silence. Though I was a bit down, but thank goodness God has shown me mercy. Our politics elite greed. You see, these our politicians, this our political class are never satisfied, and that is why they will do whatsoever within their means, because they are greedy in order to keep to themselves. And that is why you see all these things that are happening in the political space in just in a circle. They wouldn't want it to be extended outside the circle that they have, created. That is, a big blow to our political space in Nigeria. God is the only one that would help us in this country. Thank you. That is my take this morning.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Welcome back. Glad to know that you are feeling a lot better. Governor Yusuf's defection to APC is indeed a great disappointment. To Kwankwaso is what Hafsid says. Peter M. Piwoyi, the president is still reassuring the establishment of state police that has been in talks for ages. Yet national anthem passage into law went without hurdles. The Electoral Act was also passed with ease because it concerns them, but state policing that concerns the people's security is still strolling. And Danjuma Oguatuguba says, on the donation of 100 million naira by the Kogi youth, what kind of hypocrisy is that in a state where poverty is ravaging? This is a chukata. I'm not sure what that means, but that's what you say in your message. Do you find it odd that young persons in Kogi State came together to donate 100 million naira to purchase nomination form for the president to run in 2027 as a form of donation and support. Do you think it's a bit odd, or do you think that they are trying to get his attention to make requests on behalf of the state? President Bola Tinubu has vowed to establish state police swiftly to combat rampant insecurity, declaring that the killings must end without further delay. Despite the cautions on state policing persisting for over 5 years with minimal progress, he insists that the initiative would not be postponed, emphasizing its practicality for protecting lives, farms, businesses, and communities. Regarding Executive Order 9, signed in February 2026 to enforce direct remittance of oil and gas revenues to the Federation account by scrapping NNPC's retention fees, the presidency claims it upholds constitutional provisions on revenue custody rather than creating new laws. Critics question why similar measures do not apply to agencies like FIRS and Customs Service, which retain percentages of collected revenues, demanding clearer justification for this selective approach. As of February 23, the president and NAS back local government financial autonomy following the 2024 Supreme Court ruling, though direct allocations face delays due to state-level diversions. He has warned of another executive order to enforce compliance. Okay. And ADC and OB reject FCT election results. Who cares? This is how ADC will reject the general elections come 2026. God help Nigeria and Nigerians. Chukwugozie Onu in Madala. And Onome in Durumi says the continued killings by bandits in Plateau State and other parts of Nigeria is heartbreaking and unacceptable. No nation should normalize the slaughter of its citizens while those in authority respond with routine statements and little action. The government's inaction, weak responses, and failure to decisively secure lives and property amounts to a betrayal of its primary responsibility. Nigerians deserve protection, not excuses. Enough is enough. That's how Onome ends his message. Good morning. Are you back? Good morning. Oh my, can't seem to hear you. Can you hear me? Good morning.
Sorry, Itodo, my name is Emmanuel Ocharifu David Onwela from the city of Tallahassee, Maraba.
Welcome, sir.
Mr. Itodo, please, I want to ask this question. More people have been killed in Plateau State, and this is the one that is being able to be covered by the news, the headline. And so many atrocity killings by these hoodlums that are taking place on minute basis that has not been captured. Now, the question is this. Should we now call Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, to please call Mr. President, so that the kind of quick action that he went to take in arresting the coup plotter and bring all the peace needed to the African countries where there was problem, he can also take it here. You can appear that they listening, Mr. President listening to people, listening to Mr. Macron more than the Nigerians. If Mr. Macron plays a call,
what gave you that impression? What gives you that impression that he listens to Macron more than anybody else?
How many minutes, how many hours does it take to quench the fire that was burning in this country that they had coup recently? How many hours and how many years have we been begging Mr. President to quench insecurity? All that kind of drones and the military jet that was used in that place to bring the peace is still there here in Nigeria. Maybe the voice of Emmanuel Macron is special to him. I think that is the only thing left now. Otherwise, how people will be killed every day, and it becomes so normal.
All right.
Finally, please.
No, I can't let you go on. We're pressed for time. I have to move on to other people. Well, thank you for sharing. We'll get to you next. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Listening from Southeast. I greet everybody except the APC supporters.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Itodo.
Yes.
Naira show appreciation. Naira, I withdraw that comment. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my poor car from Pig. Sorry, I'm very sorry because of you.
Itodo,
Yes.
Naira show appreciation. Naira show appreciation. I know that thing is very laughable. If you be one of the people where they even the read news like on, if you are busy, I will just rip and come out. Because if you hear say maybe Naira day 450, you come out 10 Naira every day. Naira show appreciation. Come out 20 Naira show appreciation. Can you use 20 Naira or 10 Naira buy anything? The time where they hike this, where Naira they go down, you go here from 500 to 700, for 700, 1,000, for 1,000, 1 to 2,000 Naira. So if as if they force something now, what if you wake up one day and I hear say Naira day 700, the next day we hear say Naira day 300. Yeah, that is the time we're supposed to show appreciation, supposed to read the news. So he told about people will be say where they bring this news, they should hold on for now. They should hold on. And I want to advise them, so don't make it take them easy.
All right.
I say market is not person where be say if you come by, you say if the buyer no come, the seller no go happy. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So that's how it be. Hey, take them easy. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello?
Yes. You left your device on.
Itodo, good morning.
But go ahead. Welcome, sir.
My name is Akin.
Welcome, Akin. Go ahead.
This Naira appreciation. We need to commend the governor of CBN. I can tell you for free, within the last 10 days, Naira has gained about 350 Naira. We only need to commend Alhaji Dangote.
Akin, so hold on. Before you go on, I can hear myself in the background. It's taken away from your contribution. So please move away from that device so I can hear you clearly.
Hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, there's something happening to your connection right there. I'll give you a chance to go so that you can call back at 6:44. We are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there to watch the show live. Inaboya Sunday, Victor Emone, Yanka Daniel, thank you for joining. Let's look at what's happening on Facebook right here. Sunday Ada. Also, Francis Namani says, only electronic transmission of results is what Nigerians need at this point. May God help us. El Rufai's filing of 1 billion naira suits. He knows where he's going. Our judicial system isn't worthy, but that's what is boosting their morale. For the FCT polls, we will continue to monitor our judiciary. All these loopholes appear to be from them. It's unfair what INEC officers are doing, not being able to resist. And for Soludo's market closing, we will reap whatever we sow. The grace of God is above every authority. Chimezi and Wafo in Gwagwalada. All right. Let's get to the WhatsApp platform. Take some of these voice notes right now. But on state police, first, social engineer Comrade Itodo, I don't know why our leaders seem to believe that creation of state police should give us any magic on security issues. I don't see it. So because there are so many variables that give rise to insecurity in our country. Unfortunately, our police or political leaders are what Fela called follow. Leaders who believe in going to Western world to photocopy how they do things and impose same in our country and people. Insecurity in our land is systematically and structurally programmed via photocopied capitalist system that has no bearing with our past, lack of industrialization, a political system that gives the political actors the opportunity to loot the people's commonwealth without being questioned or persecuted. Buried kids we can't train. Our elites are conspicuous consumers and primitive accumulators and so on. We must reverse a lot if we are serious. All right. 10 killed in Plateau while fleeing. What did we offend in this country? We just want to sleep with our two eyes closed. Are we asking too much of our government? These are the questions being asked by Boka. State police can't wait. The state police is long overdue if we must be deliberate to stop crime and insistent killings. The FCT polls, obedient, reject results. We must call a spade a spade. This election we are calling election in this side of the world must stop if we are determined to bring dividends or development to the people. Nigeria shall be great again. John Egbudu in Masaka. Good morning.
Good morning, Dikini Itodo. This is Jimmy Odenigi from Airport Road. It gladdens my heart to hear that the president informed the governors to brace up for state police. The high level of insecurity in Nigeria is an eye-opener to the fact that we cannot shy away from the creation of state police. We need it now to tackle insecurity. We need it now to curb the menace of bandits, robbers, and all the lawless people in the society. If there is a time that we need state police, it is now. But I'm equally advocating that we should not stop at having state police, but we should even go ahead to have local government police. We had them in the past. In Yoruba land, they were called Akoda. Local government police were called Akoda in Yoruba land. So local governments should equally be prepared and be ready to have local government police. We need to face security challenge that is confronting us in Nigeria. Thank you for the privilege. That's my submission this morning.
Okay, your voice note came in blank. 1138. Sorry about that. If you can resend in good time, we'll get the chance to be able to play it. 1138, your voice note came in blank. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome. Your device, your connection is not great. Can you move around where you are? Welcome. Good morning.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I can barely make out what you're saying. There's something happening with your connection right there. If you can call back, it'd be good to hear what you have to say. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Itodo.
Welcome.
How are you doing? My name is Abokar, calling you from Bogolede. I greet all the callers, esteemed listeners, contributors of Nigeria in home and abroad. Why now the rush for the creation of state police? We've seen the excesses of vigilante groups across the nation who are not professionally trained. They are just established for other motives. In eastern part of the country, there was a case incident when some ladies returning from party were stripped naked. In Kasana operation about 3 weeks ago, a boy was allegedly caught with a chicken, a live chicken. A nail of 5 inches was nailed on his collar. So these are all the excesses. We are not right for state police. It will take a driver, talk to the political foot soldiers of the ruling party.
All right.
No more, no less. And somebody is recommending Emmanuel Macron so that he can have say on the president. Do you know the French conspiracy against Nigeria?
All right.
If we have a patriotic leaders, we have nothing to do with France as a country. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have 60 seconds for one person, and then we'll take our final batch of messages on WhatsApp. Let's hear from you. Good morning.
Hello, this is Dee calling back. Good morning.
Welcome, Dee.
Thank you. I'm not an advocate for the state police. It will be totally abused. Nigeria is not, we are not, no. This country is not mature enough to handle the police establishment. We see excesses. Then is this state police thing that will now become very familiar with the locals? A lot of bias will enter because number one, they'll be used by the politicians of the state. They can't be transferred out to say, okay, we are switching this badge out to these other states. We are bringing them. That will be a disaster.
All right.
Total disaster. Please, it's not like it shouldn't even be thought about. Rather, there should be reformation of the police.
All right, Dee. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. We're able to catch a lot of what you said, even though the connection was a bit wonky right there. She's not an advocate for state police, and she shares some of the concerns. Nigeria is not ripe. At what point will we be ripe for state police, which many see as a way out to combating insecurity in Nigeria and improving the current architecture? Let's hear from you. Welcome.
Hello, good morning. This is Sambo Gama, again reporting from Kagaruku local government, Kaduna State. The other time I complained about this insecurity, our people are still in the hands of kidnappers from Kutawungida and Kogi community in Kagaruku local government. Recently, they went ahead again. The same very close to our community. They kidnapped about 30 people again. We are living in fear in Kagaruku local government. Please, Nigeria Info, help us. Talk to the government. Our people are still in the hands of kidnappers. We don't know where to go again. This banditry is becoming somehow in Kagaruku local government. We are pleading with the Kagaruku local government chairman and whosoever that is able to talk to the government, at least to come to our aid. Our people are still in the hands of kidnappers. We don't know what to do again. Thank you so much. Once again, Sambo here from Kagaruku local government. Thank you.
All right, Sambo, thank you for bringing that to our attention. Let's wrap things up right here. You can catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Follow those pages to be a part of the conversation that is still currently ongoing. I hope the improved foreign exchange will tell on products such as cement, whose price has continued to spike, is what Ubatha in Central Area says. Jacob Ode in Mandala says, what exactly are the gains of human-to-human killings that it keeps happening on a daily basis? Anyway, those who kill others are carnivorous and should be treated with no mercy, is how he ends his message. We've got so much more coming up for you. What the president said during his meeting with governors last night. You want to be a part of that and join the conversation on The Lead. Good morning.
Can I have your attention, please?
The news, information, and the right conversation are here on Nigeria Info.
How many this type of wicked attack has affected in the other part of this country? So that's what this is for ourselves.
I'm not supporting stealing, but these politicians need to be taught a lesson.
Your number one station for talk. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.